Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. Someone had requested that I do a tattoo video, kind of explaining to you all of my tattoos, when I got them, why I got them, where they are, etc, etc. Kind of first things first, I have 7 tattoos. I'm going to take you through them in the order that I got them. So I'm going to show you pictures of some of all of them. And then the 2 that I can like physically show you, I'll just show you. But I can't just like flip myself around and like talk to you. So I'm gonna insert photos. Okay, so this is my lower back. The reason I got a fairy, besides the fact that I was 18 and it was my first tattoo, is because I knew I wanted my first tattoo to be something that I had always loved. And my kind of logic when I get a tattoo is, even if I don't love this forever, you know, even if it's something that it, like in 15 years, I'm gonna be like, why the hell did I get that? I like the fact that it meant something it meant so much to me at one time that I felt the need to document it on my body. So in a way, it kind of keeps me in check, because it makes me, and it helps me kind of mile mark where I've been in my life. So at 18, I was just really naive. I was a freshman in college. I was really overwhelmed with the world, and I didn't understand my place in it, and I was just kind of confused and scared, and I was just completely overwhelmed. Like I didn't know how to make sense of any of this new information, of what I was going to do with my life, you know. And I kind of think that, well, that's a whole other conversation topic, but I wanted something that made me feel comfortable and that reminded me to be me. And I always loved fairies. I always loved the kind of mystique of them and the cheekiness and their little sass, and they had attitude. And I loved it. I still do. I love A Midsummer's Night Dream. It's probably my favorite work of Shakespeare. And I just had seen this image on Google that was like an impression, and I couldn't find it anywhere else. I found this like one picture, and it was just this like ghost outline of this fairy. I think I had to pull it up on the computer there because they couldn't even print it. It was so faint. But I had him basically somehow print it in like a different, like change the color on it so it came through a little bit more, and then he actually just outlined it and then filled in with color. And I knew I wanted color because it was a fairy, and I wanted it to have like a dare to it. And I think color is kind of a risky move with a lot of tattoos, but I look back on it and it reminds me to be a girl, and it reminds me to have fun, and it reminds me to, you know, kind of keep my little attitude and everything. And I don't regret it, and it's been 9 years that I've had it. So that's my first tattoo. My second tattoo, I got actually my second and third one done at the exact same time. So I will show you my second one here. And that is clearly a Union Jack that is located on my left hip, literally right on my hip. I got that because I think I was 19 when I got that. I got it because I had just done like some family genealogy thing, and they always, you know how, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they always talk about how, like, you know, English, Irish, and Scottish like aren't the fondest of each other. Well, my heritage is like almost entirely English, Irish, and Scottish. So hence the fair, and my hair color is strawberry blonde and blue eyes and all this stuff. Like, I'm a walking Union Jack. So that's why I got it, because I thought it was funny, because everyone's like, oh, they don't like each other. I'm like, well, clearly one of them had to like one of the other ones, because I came to be. And I got it on my hip because that's when you take your step. So it's kind of a play on a walking Union Jack. Of all my tattoos, that's actually my least favorite, but I won't remove it, at least not yet, because I do like the fact that at one point in my life that really meant something to me. Like, I was really, really proud of my heritage, and I'm super proud of where I'm like physically located, like where I'm from, like the Commonwealth that I'm from. But my actual like genealogy, I don't really care. But at that point, it was a source of pride. So I do like the fact that it at least has documented that, and you know, whatever. My third tattoo, pictured here, is adjacent to my 5th tattoo. That is the like kind of ancient-ish symbol for Leo. I have it on my ankle. I am very, very much a Leo, like to a T, and I like being a Leo. I think it's fun, and I like that symbol for Leo. I didn't want to get a lion or anything like that, but I saw that. Well, I've had it for 7 years now. I saw that 7 years ago and was like, okay, I want that. So I have that put on me. My fourth tattoo, pictured here, is on my right hip. And that is around a freckle that I have on my hip, and it says Segarchud, which is Gaelic for question everything. I was very, and still am, I'm just, I don't like to take anybody's word. Like, I don't like to take anything just, you know, without kind of investigating a little bit further for myself. And I got that put on me. Gaelic is apparently a language that was spoken by some of my ancestors. And question everything was for a very long time my like kind of motto in life, and I still kind of abide by it, just in the sense that I think that you should learn for yourself, and you should question what people tell you, and whether or not, you know, make your own decisions in life, and don't just say, yeah, okay, that works for me too. Like, question it and make sure that, you know, kind of vet the information. Like, make sure that whatever is being said to you, you know, whatever it may be, is something that you agree with and you're okay with. And if you're not, then make a decision for yourself. But you should at least question what's being told to you. And I think that applies to everything in life, down to like the food that you eat. Question the label, question the ingredients, what's in it, and is it good for you? And my fifth tattoo is located here. It's on the insides of both of my feet. It's the first line from my favorite poem by Allen Ginsberg, and the poem's called Howl, and I read it when I was 16, and I was a junior in high school, and it just, if there was one point that I can tell you that changed my life, it was that poem. I was in this class. I don't even remember what class I was in. I was in some class, and I had a really cool teacher, and he kind of bucked some of, you know, what you're used to hearing in class. I grew up in Kentucky, so like not a lot of like radical thinking's going on. So, you know, the first time that you're kind of exposed to social acceptance of something that you consider to be a little bit outside of the box is amazing. And I had read this poem. I was given it. And it just totally transformed my entire life. And it's called Howl by Allen Ginsberg. And it is the first line. And it says, I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness. And I put it on my feet because your feet take you everywhere you go. This is probably the one that means the most to me. Your feet take you everywhere you go. And that poem changed my life. So it changed the course of my life. And my feet take me throughout my life. So it's just like, it actually has like somewhat of a subliminal message to me, and I love it. And I one of the true like misses in my life is I wish I had, I mean, granted he died when I was like 8, no, I think he died when I was 11, but I really, 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 really wish in a perfect world I would have had the opportunity to meet Allen Ginsberg, because he is not for the faint of heart. I mean, if you're somebody who, you know, can't even use an expletive, I don't think you should read it, because it'll just offend you and you'll miss the point. But he was an incredible man. My husband's not the biggest Beatnik fan. I personally love the Beat Generation. I was obsessed with them for years. I have so many books. I love Ginsberg. He's my favorite. And I just needed to have that documented. I used to have a wall in an apartment that I had handwritten in like Sharpie the entire poem on the whole wall. And oh my God, when I had to move, that wall sucked to repaint. But it just means so much to me. So that's my 5th tattoo. The first anniversary gift is traditionally paper, which I think is stupid. So we decided to eschew that and do our own thing, and we decided just to do tattoos. My husband had only had 1 and I had 5, so we decided to just suck it up and get it done. And I knew I had really wanted an elephant because elephants are my favorite animals, and I think that what they represent is just wonderful. And they are good luck, and they are wisdom, and they're hope, and they're positivity. They're just fascinating creatures, and they have wonderful memories, and they show love, and they demonstrate compassion, and they're just really, they're gentle giants. They're just amazing, amazing animals. So I knew I wanted that done. And I wanted it to also be a symbol of hope and luck, because that's kind of, it is, you know, representative of the first year of my marriage. So I did want it to have some symbol of, like, you know, keep it up, kids. So I got the 4-leaf clover put into the blanket. And it's right there. And the trunk is up because that symbolizes good luck as well. So that one I got, I've been married for just about 4 years, so I got that one for almost 3 years ago. And then I just recently got a, here. This symbolizes my arm here that you guys just saw in my birthday haul video. Is representative of two things. It's a nod to Kentucky, which is where I'm from, and I'm very, very, very proud to be a Kentuckian. I love Kentucky. I think it's a wonderful commonwealth. It's not a state, it's a commonwealth. One of 4 in the Union. But it's also a nod to my dad, who, thank God, is still alive. But my dad is my favorite person. I think he is the reason for me being so much of who I am today, and I love, love, love my father, and he is just, he walks, I mean, he's the penultimate in my book, and he's this huge, like, Southern gentleman, like, bourbon connoisseur, like, he is just, he's just a riot, like, I have so much fun with him, but I wanted something that wasn't like I Heart My Dad, or like the outline of Kentucky, or anything like that blatant. I wanted something subtler, and this just seemed perfect because it's, and what this is, it's the stamp from a bottle of Maker's Mark, and I've been to the Maker's Mark farm, and it's so much fun. If you guys ever get to do like a tour of like a booze factory, do it because it's a blast. But they had this stamp like everywhere, and it was symbolic of a lot of things for that family. And I wanted it to be symbolic of a lot of things for me as well. And it just kind of was a great twofer. Like, it's from Kentucky, and it's my dad's favorite bourbon. And he really likes it, which makes me really happy because he's the, you know, the main reason I got it. It's something to be like a reminder of where I'm from and who I am, and the fact that, like, I have really awesome roots. And I'm really, really proud of them. And I love, love the way this thing turned out. I'm so happy with it. My mom hates it. I don't think my mom's hated a tattoo as much as she hates this one. And I think it's because it's with the location of it. And it's not as, like, kind of subtle as that is. But, man, she hates it. And she made me promise not to get any more. But I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So I have 3 rules for getting tattoos, of things like just don't do. One is, don't get a name, because they'll leave. I swear to God, it's like as soon as you get his name put on you, he's out the door. Crazy girls do that. Don't do it. It's, even if it's your kid, like I don't even think I would put Adelaide's name. I would put Adelaide's paw print, but not like her name on me. Number 2, don't get anything in a language that is made of symbols, because you don't know that that's actually what that means. I have seen so many people get like luck or whatever put on them in like Chinese, and they turn out that it means like hooker, and like you can't get that taken off. And you know, even if you vet it online, like it's still just don't. Just get it in like something a little subtler, or get it in a language that you actually understand. The other thing is more placement. I wouldn't get anything on a part of my body that will sag. And that's just kind of knowing your body. Like, I watch my mom, my dad, and some of my other family members, like, that are kind of older, and I see where parts of them that are kind of good, you know, they're not moving a whole lot as you get older. Put ink there. Don't put ink on your boobs. Don't put it on your stomach. Don't put it on your sides. Don't put it on your, like, on your thighs. Don't put it anywhere that will sag, that will fatten up, that will droop. Anything like that, you don't want to put ink there because it will stretch out your tattoo. Oh my God. Don't, if you're a girl, please, please, please do not put a tattoo on your muffin top love handle. You would not believe how many girls I know or have known who've done that. A friend of mine is like 40, and she had like a sun or something on her one like love handle. Like when she was thin, she just called it her hip, but it was like right on a love handle, and that sucker stretched out so bad, and like literally like half of the sun is like twice the size of the other half of the sun, because that's where she's gained weight. And it's just, it's miserable. Even if you lose weight, like, it's not going to fix that tattoo. Like, you got to know where to not put things. And don't put it on your stomach, because if you have a baby, if you get pregnant, like, and literally, like, don't be like me where it's like, oh, I'm not going to have a kid. Like, get your tubes tied, because if you have, even if you, like, mistake have a kid, that rose is going to become a bouquet. Like, you don't understand. You cannot get that skin to go back. You'll have to cut it off or get it lasered off. And it takes like 12 rounds of lasers to get that thing taken off. It's just a bad idea. So that's just my personal, like, 3 rules for tattoos. You don't have to follow them. I'm just telling you from my personal advice or from people that I've seen. Like, it just doesn't really end well. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Thumbs up if you liked them. Let me know if you guys are getting any tattoos, because I like them. I think they're a lot of fun. Just don't get anything stupid. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video, and I will talk to you later. Bye!